Hello everybody, my name is Caleb Marin, and today I'll be performing my third and final speech for Communications 101. Now my topic today is one of the most controversial topics in America as of today. That topic is going to be on diabetes. So, did you know that high blood pressure and diabetes is on the rise in America's youth? As most of you don't know, it is. So as of right now, my sister is actually currently attending nursing school, which is probably the most proud things I could know from her. And she actually gave me a really good idea about this topic, so I decided I'd research it and give you guys a speech about it. So, most of you have kids, as I know. You have kids. But how many of you actually know what they eat, or how they eat? You guys try your best, you look out for what they are, but you guys aren't there 24/7, right? So, we don't know what they eat most of the time, and that's what's bad, and that's what's causing diabetes in such a young age in America. Now, there are some programs that we have that are helping parents and students get over, or kids, I should say, prevent diabetes and have an adequate diet and hypertension, but most of those aren't actually working. Now, I'm giving you guys mostly know what diabetes are. There's type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is actually genetic, so it's hereditary, so you can't actually control it. If you have a high bloodline of where most of your people in your family have type 1 diabetes, most likely your children might get it, or you already have it. Now, type 2 diabetes is actually the most harmful diabetes, and that is from a poor diet and a sedentary lifestyle. So you eating bad food and playing video games all day is what can cause type 2 diabetes. So now, type 2 diabetes is when cells don't respond to insulin anymore because of high glucose in your blood system. Now, I don't know if many of you know what glucose is, but it's actually sugar. So those Java chips, those Starbucks, that sodas, that's McDonald's that you guys eat, that's all sugar. That's what's going into your guys' blood system. Now, the pancreas works too hard and doesn't produce enough insulin, and that's what causes your body to have type 2 diabetes. So now, diabetes and hypertension go hand in hand. Now, hypertension, most of you don't know, is high blood pressure. So most of you guys know people that have it, or some of you do have it. Now, hypertension is actually on the rise in America for the youth. So 3.3 million children, as a study in 2017, actually have it in the US right now. And 50% of those hypertension is in 7-year-olds due to obesity. Now, 85 to 95% of teenagers have hypertension due to bad eating habits. So when you guys go to school, you guys don't really have a choice, and you know they feed you bad. Now, hypertension, why is it bad? Because it causes blood vessels and heart chambers to weaken. It also causes kidney failure, which can lead to death, and also causes premature children to have heart attacks. So imagine your child at such a young age having a heart attack before you guys even have them. Now, why don't we want that for our children? Because it's bad. And now I'm giving you guys a few solutions on how you guys can prevent it. So a healthy diet is actually one of the biggest keys, and we all know how hard that can be. Keeping and maintaining a healthy diet. There's also many ways to treat hypertension. So no salty foods, because most of you guys know what salty foods are. Potato chips, fries, anything that tastes salty is what the salty food is. And no carbs. Now, carbs is a much harder food to cut out because that's all your guys' favorite food to eat. Pizza, deli meat, bread, fast food, McDonald's, Jack in the Box. You guys, fast food, those are all carbs that need to be cut out to help prevent diabetes and hypertension, as well as no processed foods. And you guys also need to increase your take in veggies and fruits. And one of the most, I'd say, my personal experience, one of the most tough ways to maintain a healthy diet and also prevent diabetes is exercising 60 minutes a day. Now, most people in the US know how hard that is because we all live a busy life. You work, you come home, you gotta take care of your family. Not most of us have 60 minutes in our day to exercise. And speaking on that note, there's also ways to slowly reverse type 2 diabetes. Now, most of you didn't know that you can actually, if you have type 2 diabetes, you can reverse it. So again, reducing carbs is a huge one on how to actually reverse type 2 diabetes. And fructose intakes through fruits and not baked goods, as well as no glucose or sugar from cookies, cakes, and sodas as well. Now, lactose in milk and yogurt should also be limited as well in your diet. And those starchy foods, such as potatoes, corn, peas, grains, etc., those all need to be limited. And they should be cut out as well. And you also need to increase your lean protein, so those healthy steaks, that chicken, all that you get from the grocery store that you find that's actually well packaged up and that's organic is what you actually should be increasing in your diet, as well as green and orange veggies, so carrots, lettuce, broccoli, good veggies like that. Now, one of the most important things is also education on diets. And personally speaking, freshman year of high school, which was about 4 to 5 years ago, I took a health class, and out of that 9 months I was there, we spent 1 week on diets and how to eat healthy food and prevent diabetes. Now me, I already forgot most of that in school, and I know most of you that are older or as of age that took that class, you guys forgot as well. So I'm pretty sure I can ask some of you what a carb is or what glucose is and what it can do for you. You guys don't know because you guys forgot about it. So there are programs that help children, but they're not actually working. And there are some that for adults that don't work, but what we need to do is actually make programs that help both kids. We also need more food labels to help adults, that way they know what they're buying for their kids. And we also need to get assistance to eat healthy food. Because you go to Whole Foods, probably one of the most expensive grocery stores there, and they have the healthiest foods. So now that I gave you guys some solutions that you can actually think of and take home to your families, here's some time for you guys to actually take action. So most of you guys have kids, they should not know how to use glucometers, because I guarantee every single person in this room has no idea what that is or how to use it. And most kids should not have to be in comas due to hypoglycemia, or what that is low blood sugar. As well, kids should not have their toes or feet amputated and then they can't walk for the rest of their life. Imagine your 7-year-old kid is now in a wheelchair because of diabetes, and he is now stuck in that wheelchair. Children should not have heart attacks, as most of you in here haven't had a heart attack, which I hope you guys don't, but imagine your kid having. As well as them having to use antihypertensive meds, which most of you have no idea what that is. Now children, such as you guys, should be outside playing, be away from hospitals, enjoying your youth, and living long, healthy lives. So now that's what we want from our children. We need to reduce high rates of hypertension, have better health programs, teach our children, and be the change that our children desperately